did some research onto this picture, and this is like the mouth of hell, basically, is what this is symbolizing. And it's referenced in Dante's Divine Comedy, or better known as Dante's Inferno. Basically, symbolism stands for the gates of hell itself. And this particular photo is called the harrowing of hell. But the other symbolism to these hands is, someone actually sent me this. This is on Reddit. Somebody made a thread talking about how this has also been seen on a character in a movie. This character is the pale man from Pan's Labyrinth. And they said it's a play on greed and the sacrifice of children to obtain riches. So put this in context of the event. Sacrifice of children to obtain riches. Makes a lot of sense. So the biggest graphic on the page is this big mountain in the middle. Firstly, shape of a pyramid. I mean, not directly, but it is in the general shape of a pyramid. And it has this tunnel going through the center of it. And through this tunnel on the bottom is what kind of looks like a conveyor belt. At least that is what I was getting from it. I can't tell exactly what the objects are, or if it's supposed to be going into the mountain or out of the mountain. I don't know. Just to make this crazier, the name of Travis Scott's event, it already has this mountain with the CERN-looking tunnel on it. It's got these people going through a doorway. They come out with flames or horns on their head, like they're passing through a portal, right? The name of this event is Astroworld. So I look up the etymology of astro. Astro means star or celestial body. So remember what I just said about a star falling from heaven. It's like they're celebrating the falling of this star, which unlocks this portal that unleashes the angel that inhabits the Antichrist. And then Satan, for this short period of time, rules the entire world and unleashes destruction 1,000, 1,000,000 times worse than that event on all of humanity. That is what this event was. Continuing with the symbolism. I know this is so dark and scary at first, but just stick it out to the end. If your psyche feels like it's shattering, please do take a break. Go outside, spend time with your friends and family, pet a dog, appreciate nature, because I know this is a lot to handle, and I've been working through this for over a year, and that's why I can openly talk about this like it's fine. But seriously, say your prayers, get connected to God. You have to balance out this darkness. Anyways, next up. The next phrase is, who knows what lies beneath the surface? We do, the bottomless pit, hell. Also, just kind of relating to this is the tunnels, the tunnel systems, and people being trafficked underground, full cities underground. There's a lot about this that you can look into. It's so interesting also how he portrays himself like an old school vampire. I literally think of, what is it, Count Chocula, that cereal? But it's he's portraying himself as a vampire. Kylie is posing in blood, knowing now what we know about adrenochrome and this adrenalized blood from children. Just put the pieces together. If you don't understand adrenochrome, I highly recommend watching American Horror Story, the season with Lady Gaga. Literally, everything is right in your face. You know that actually happened with Lady Gaga. There are news stories you can look up. I think maybe it was in London. Hotel workers walked into her. Cannot explain more how important it is to be close to God right now. Travis Scott's literal mass sacrificial ritual, was for an event with the entire theme of opening the portal to hell. The entire theme. And this portal really exists in real life. And it is called CERN. And the Bible talks about this. It talks about opening up the bottomless pit and the angel of this bottomless pit coming out to inhabit the Antichrist, who will have full reign over the entire world for 3.5 years. And this Antichrist is rising in the next few years, I guarantee you. And people like Travis Scott are telling you this openly. movies like Mr. Robot telling you this openly. Please prepare. This event is waking so many people up to the reality of what's happening. You know, the Bible says we don't wrestle flesh and blood, but powers and principalities. Our fight is not physical, it's spiritual. Everything we see around us is a manifestation of the spiritual realm. In the past 2 days, I have had so many people reaching out to me, asking how I started to believe in God, what God I believe in, how do they start learning, how do they incorporate God into their lives, like all these different questions, and it is amazing. Like, some people want to be skeptics and be like, whoa, if there was a God, he wouldn't let events like this happen, or like, what kind of God are you worshiping? Like, if he couldn't prevent this from happening, he must not be very powerful. Like, I totally understand why you would think that way, but you don't understand the Bible. Like, so many people saw all the symbolism and paid no attention to it, had no second thoughts, and said, yeah, this looks like a good idea. Let's go to the dystopia. You know, like, if you're standing with God, you look at this and you think, that looks demonic. I'm not going to that, you know? So events like Friday, Astroworld 2 nights ago, have to happen. These are the warning signals saying, this is what you're worshiping. These gods, these idols, they can't do anything for you but bring you death and bring you suffering at the end of the day. And so God is saying, turn to me. Come home. I miss you. I want you here. Don't be a fool and follow these satanic idols. I am here and only I can save you. Like, it is such a beautiful tragedy. And even people are starting to notice that it's terrifying to come to the conclusion that Satan is 100% real and is actually guiding people and is actually influencing real life events here on earth. But that's just the reality of it. And sometimes you have to come to know the darkness in order to understand why you should try with all your heart to stay in the light and to stay close to God. But people are coming home to God, and he's revealing himself to people. I got a message tonight from somebody saying that they were driving in the middle of nowhere through Nebraska, and they had gone through my stories. And they were saying that they really started pondering like deeply on this, like, this is real. Christ is real. Like, just pondering the reality of Christ. And he said literally as soon as he started doing that, in the middle of nowhere, he passed by this